month together. But the first is the ability to fail. We all have the ability to fail, and it's not a bad thing. The second thing is the willingness to fail. So if you get to number 2, that is the willingness to put ourselves out there. And I think a lot of us are at that part. We're willing to fail. Number 3 is through 5 is the tricky ones. Only 5% of people get here. And the 5% are the willingness to fail, failure that is bigger and faster, and failing exponentially. So we want to be those 5% people. And not only this month, obviously this month, I mean, you guys, there's money involved, there's prizes, there's, all this really great stuff. So not only that, to prove yourself that you could do it, but also to know that not everyone is willing to do it. So that's the really cool part, that we're willing to do it. So let's get to that 5%. We think about kids, a lot of you guys have kids, and I'm sure your kids are going to ask, can I have a cookie? You're at the grocery store, like, can I have this? And they're going to ask you again and again and again. And you're like, no. And, I hate to say it, but a lot of times eventually we're like, you know what, just take the cookie. Like, you could just have the cookie. I don't care. And the point of that is that we need to have a childlike mentality. Like, think about it as, we're going for that cookie. We're asking people, don't take no for an answer. So if you don't go for, if you don't go for no, you are saying no to yourself. Give yourself that opportunity. Going for no ultimately is going to be a yes. And you guys know that. I mean, yes is the destination. No is how you get there. That's what they preach in the book. So stop procrastinating and set a goal. We've already kind of went over this. So stop avoiding opportunities. Once you get a no, people have a bad feeling associated with it, but we want you guys to have a good feeling when you get a no. And not like you're like, oh yeah, I got a no, but you know in the back of your head, hey, this is a person that's going to eventually say yes. And I asked them for the cookie, and I'm going to ask them again. And eventually they're going to say yes to me. So in the book, there's a husband and wife, and the husband, and it doesn't talk about this in the book, this is just kind of like for me getting emails and stuff from them, but he talks about how he asked his wife for over 400 days if she would marry him. And she kept saying no. She's like, no, I don't want that. No. And he kept asking her, and eventually she said yes. And the point is to be persistent. A no doesn't mean never. It just means not yet. So right now, think about this. Somebody is living the life you want. They're doing what you're not willing to do. They have the business that you want. They are helping the people that you want to help. They are buying the things that you want to buy. And who is this person? Someone who is really just like you, same height, they look the same, they have the same hair color. The only difference is that they had the courage to face their fear. So have that courage. So right now you have a choice, and that choice is to believe that it is you. Believe that it is you. I just saw somebody said, can I have a cookie? Yeah, you get that cookie. So here's this awesome quote from Diane Sawyer. Whatever you want in life, other people are going to want it too. Believe in yourself enough to accept the idea that you have an equal right to do it. It's really cool. Zig Ziglar said, people say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why it's recommended daily. And that's why we preach so much personal development. I mean, really, you guys, we have to keep feeding ourselves with positive things, doing our workouts, doing the 3 vital behaviors, because that is going to motivate us every single day. It just is. It just is what it is. So the other thing I want to kind of end you guys with is stop letting what others think of you rule your life. And here's the 3 rules. Number 1, never panic. Stop, breathe, and think. I know when you're sending messages out, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, or like, are they going to read it? What are they going to say? Just don't even care about that kind of stuff. You just got to stop panicking. Number 2 is do things that make you feel good. So whether that be putting makeup on that day, whether that be wearing a shirt that makes you feel good about yourself, whatever you do something that's going to make you feel confident in yourself. And that's probably going to be different for all of us. You know, I feel confident when I sweat. I know that sounds really weird, but if I'm not like sweating to death from a workout, I don't feel good about myself. It's weird. So whatever it is for you. Number 3, no one is really thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. And when I learned that when I was in school and I had to do public speaking, I mean, I even wear a scarf to this day because I break out in hives like on my neck and my chest when I have to public speak in front of people. I feel perfectly fine, but that's just what it is. So that's something I used to always tell myself is like, they're not thinking about me, they're thinking about themselves. So I hope that kind of gives you guys some ease. So last thing I want to end with is to be enthusiastic. So don't let emotions get in the way. I know asking people for money can be kind of an emotional thing, but you have to put that aside and know that you're helping people. We are helping people no matter what, even if they're not purchasing a challenge pack. Like Sam said, like we are helping them no matter what. So kind of detach yourself from the word no. Detach it, let it be minimized. The word yes, like I said, is going to make us happier. And it's easy to be happy and positive when everything's going our way. I mean, that's just life. I mean, it just is. So the question is, what is your attitude going to be when things get tough? You guys, life has ups and downs. We all know that. We've all gone through different things. And don't allow yes to determine your self-esteem, and don't allow no to deflate your self-esteem. So anyway, I'm really excited, and it's our mission this month. It's our mission to sell these products, and I'm going to post this. I don't know if this will help you guys or not. Leanne, if you guys know who Leanne is, she did this with her team. She called it the Bubble Challenge, and there's 100 little Beachbody bubbles. And I've done this before, and it is helpful for tracking. Obviously, if Team Z, obviously have notebook, you don't have to use this. I could care less, but I will post it if it's something that you guys want to do. And I've done it before. You write every person that you messaged in that bubble, and then you're like, then you know, hey, I got 100 people. So I love you guys. I hope that this call was helpful, and I don't know if anyone else wants to end with anything, but I'm just so excited.
Thank you. That was also awesome. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to add? My internet keeps going in and out, so I'm probably going to get dropped again. Shit.
Love you guys.
I'm sorry. Bye.